Hello, and welcome back. So, last week, what did we do? I know we finished up with basically some side quest things, companion quests, and healed the Earl of Redcliffe, and are now in his estates in Denerim. And the first thing I'm planning on doing while here is talking to my companions. And after that, I might go around and see what's going on out in Denerim, and probably take a trip to the Soldier's Peak, drop off a bunch of stuff which I don't want to sell, but also don't want to be carrying around. Probably keep Sten's sword because, I feel kind of bad just storing it somewhere after went all that effort to get it again. Anyway. Hello, maid.
His lordship sends no notice he's coming, and now the house is full of guests. Andraste preserve us, this will be the death of me.
Hello.
The Redcliffe servants are intolerable. I don't care if their household is 10 times the size of ours. They're visitors here. They should show some manners.
Interesting. Win.
This is a nice estate, isn't it? What's on your mind?
Have you changed your mind about Morgan and me?
I have watched you for a time, and perhaps I was wrong. There seems to be something special between the two of you. It doesn't happen often, but I see her smile to herself sometimes when she watches you.
She does? Oh, how sweet. I have to tease her now.
I think I was too harsh in my judgment before, and I am sorry.
Apology accepted.
What you have may not last forever. Death and duty may part you, but love's worthiness is not diminished because of that. I should have seen this before. Instead, you learn to cherish every precious moment that you spend together, knowing that it may be the last. And for those of us watching, well, it brings warmth to these old bones to know that something so beautiful can be found in the midst of chaos and strife.
Thank you. Alright, who's in here? I have a book.
So many visitors, so many chamber pots to clean. Oh, if they keep tracking mud up here, it's going to take a month to get it all out.
Another love letter.
Is it true there's a prince among the artists?
None of them looked all that. So many visitors, so many chamber pots to clean. Oh, if they keep tracking mud up here, it's going to take a month to get it all out. So many visitors, so many chamber pots to clean. Oh, if they keep tracking mud up here, it's going to take a month to get it all out.
Let's see if I can trigger that again.
So many visitors, so many chamber pots to clean. Oh, if they keep tracking mud up here, it's going to take a month to get it all out.
Apparently not. Damn. The book. Hello, Liliana.
This is a nice change from having to sleep in the woods, isn't it? Something I can help with?
What do you know of this place?
Denerim is Ferelden's most important city, yes? This is the seat of power, the jewel in the crown of the king. She is Ferelden's heart. Her walls are strong, but within them lies so much beauty, just like the country and the people.
Let's talk about something else.
Something I can help with?
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
You're a traveling minstrel. Do you have any tales to share?
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
There's another story I want to hear.
Which one?
Oh, just now, but it slipped my mind.
It will come to you soon, I'm sure.
Tell me about the Darkspawn. Apparently I haven't heard of this one yet.
Chantry lore says it is man's pride that created the Darkspawn. In ages past, the mages of the Tevinder Imperium ruled much of the world we know. In their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker himself. So thinking, they invaded his golden city, planning to take it for themselves and depose their own creator. But they were impure and full of sin. And it is with the sin that they tainted the golden city, corrupting it forever. The Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went, they spread the taint of their sin. Any land that was touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of our hubris.
Let's just move on. Can I try talking to you?
I have all the accommodations that you would like in Warden. Please let me know if anything is troubling you.
The sound on that doesn't really work. It sounds like he's addressing me on the other side of a door. Severin!
You know, I could get to like this. The last time I came to Denerim, I stayed at an inn so filthy the bedbugs had fleas. What say you?
Gotta answer some questions.
By all means.
Tell me more about your adventures?
Well, the only one that's really worth telling is the story of the mission right before I came to Ferelden. But no, I would rather not. I shouldn't have said anything.
That's alright, I understand.
Thank you. Perhaps another day, huh?
Someone keep those cats out of my cream!
It will be done.
Kitty?
My mother says elves have the clap.
Okay. Okay, that was weird.
Dinner's not ready yet, and don't ask. It'll be served when it's done, and that's that. Now, shoo, out of my kitchen.
Wow. That's a different body type. Goodness. He actually can do that. Admittedly, there's a certain degree to which I understand that, like, not all body types will be represented because, well, if you're an adventurer and have to do a certain amount of physical activity, you're probably not going to have some body types. Some body types are highly unlikely to be able to actually do all the physical activity that's necessary, but there should be more than most games provide.
I got a moment, sure.
I'd like to know more about you.
What about?
Let's get that. Maybe some other time.
All right.
We'll talk more later.
Aye. All right then.
So I've already exhausted the conversation I can have with him. Shale. You're looking radiant today. How are you doing?
Everything in here appears to be breakable. It seems most impractical.
You're still with me, I see.
I happen to like it very much. It is interesting and may even have a chance at success in its venture. Did I just say that? Someone else appears to be making use of my mouth. How odd. Does it wish me to leave? I can, though I see no reason to go.
No, stay. You're quite helpful.
No doubt. Without me, it would have to carry its inventory on its own. Perhaps we should continue. Its chances of success are small enough without further dawdling.
Suppose it could be a mechanic you would have in a game whereby, in order to expand your inventory, you have to pick up new party members. Alright, my room, dog. Oh, stairs over there. There appears to be a maid in the floor.
Excuse me, I have to dust the Isle's sitting room.
Are you from Denerim?
No, I'm from Redcliffe. Lady Isolde brought me here to be her chambermaid last spring. I've family here, though. I beg your pardon, sir, but I really can't be seen standing about. The housekeeper will have my head. Good day.
I guess I shouldn't try talking to her. So, wait. Maid appeared to have a bit of physical presence, but it's actually under the ground. Book. Panorama. Hey, Jory. Doesn't have anything to actually interact with. Cool. Hey, Stan.
This is not as defensible as I would like, but it will do. What is your wish, Kadan?
That's an interesting term. Yeah, Kadan is a term of endearment among the Kunari. If you play Inquisition and Iron Bull gets into a romance, he uses that with his partner, which is either the Inquisitor, or it can also be, what's his name? The Tevinter Mage. You want to discuss what you mentioned?
Speak, then.
That's enough for now.
Then I suggest we move on.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Do you find Ferelden very strange?
To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Our farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are.
Don't the Kunari ever want to change their lot in life?
What does that accomplish? The farmer who buys a shop is never a merchant. He is always a farmer turned merchant. He carries his old life with him as a turtle carries its shell.
But that makes the turtle stronger.
Does it? It's also his weakness. If he stumbles and falls over, it pins him on his back. It is better to armor yourself with no more than what you need. One life, one duty.
Don't you think happiness is important?
You can learn to find it in doing your duty, in serving your people. There is no need to search for it. Shall we move on?
Is there anything you like about Ferelden?
There is interesting food here. You have a thing. It doesn't have a word in the Kunari tongue. Little baked things like bread, but sweet and crumbly.
Cookies?
Yes, we have no such things in our lands. This should be remedied.
You sound a bit homesick.
Perhaps. It's strange to be in a crowd and hear a language that is not your own. To see faces that are and aren't like yours. I miss the smells of Saharon. Tea and incense and the sea. Ferelden smells of wet dogs.
You left out rotting garbage.
True. I was trying to forget that part. Shall we move on?
Let's go.
As you wish.
Hello, Morgan.
If one more servant asks if I would like a change of clothes, I will set the house on fire.
What comes, my friend?
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
I'm sure this one already asked. Did you grow up in the Krokari Wilds?
Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
You can probe me anytime.
Beg pardon then while I jump for joy. What is it you asked if I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
But you kept going back to the wilds.
Would you not do the same? Your world is an unforgiving and cold place. The wilds I hail from is home to me, and I a natural denizen. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for.
Very daring. That sounds like you.
Equal parts daring and foolhardy, perhaps. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
That was quick thinking.
Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
I have no idea. I'm not human.
Do not speak to me of trivialities. Your culture is not so entirely different. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
Well, I'm glad it worked out this way, at least.
Yes? Let's ignore the entire Darkspawn threat and the presence of a simpleton as your only other Grey Warden ally, then. Not that I lack appreciation for the intent of your comment. Thank you. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
Sorry.
Yes.
Pardon me while I steal from my host. Nothing here. Alright. I think this is gonna start a cutscene. Yep.
Ah, Warden.
I trust you've made yourself comfortable.
Actually, I was hoping for silk sheets and candied grapes.
Why don't we ensure Loghain won't have us all executed first, and worry about how to celebrate later? This is Elena. She's...
I am Queen Enora's handmaiden. She sent me here to ask for your help.
Or perhaps the young lady prefers to speak for herself.
Why would Honora ask us for help? I mean, I suppose I might suspect something, given as she does not come to speak to us herself.
The Queen, she is in a difficult position. She loved her husband, no? And trusted her father to protect him. When he returns with no king and only dark rumors, what is she to think? She worries, no? But when she tries to speak with him, he does not answer. He tells her not to trouble herself.
Are you saying the Queen believes Loghain killed Kaelin?
My queen suspects she cannot trust her father. And Loghain, he is very subtle, no? But when and how, he is privy to all the secrets and not so subtle. So she goes to how? A visit from the Queen to the new Isle of Denerim is only a matter of courtesy. And she demands answers.
I guess that didn't go well.
He calls her every sort of name, traitor being the kindest, and locks her in a guest room.
Loghain would allow that?
King Kaelin was like a son to him, and Loghain left him to die. Does he love Honora more? Who can say? I think her life is in danger. I heard Hal say she would be a greater ally dead than alive, especially if her death could be blamed on Owl Eamon.
So the clear answer is for us to go and rescue her, giving them an opportunity to have her die in our presence so they can blame us for that too. Admittedly, I feel like the whole thing about Loghain killing Kaelin, it's not really accurate. I feel it's more like he just abandoned him, left him to die. Give me one good reason to believe this crazy story?
Because you do not want Loghain ruling Ferelden, and if Honora can speak at the Landsmeet, her voice would sway many nobles.
We may have no choice but to trust Honora. The Queen is well loved. If Loghain succeeded in pinning her death on me, I'm not sure that's a risk we can afford to take.
Why should we trust her? This could all be a setup.
I fear if this is a trap, we are already caught in it. They can kill Honora whether or not we act, and blame her death on us. Few would believe our word over Loghain's. We can only defend ourselves with the Queen in hand.
So what do you propose we do?
I have some uniforms. I'll hire so many new girls every day. A few more will not cause much stir. I will show you to the servants' entrance. We must slip in and out with my queen before anyone is the wiser. I will go ahead to House Estate. Meet me there as soon as you can.
Okay, well, glad that they didn't automatically start us into that mission as soon as we got there.
It will be done.
Don't mind me just stealing from you. Hello, Eamon.
I'm glad you decided to help. With Honora's knowledge, we have a far better chance against Loghain.
Do you truly think Loghain's daughter would turn on him?
From Erlena's story, he turned against her first. If he truly intends to sacrifice her, I think it will be strong motivation to break the parental bonds. In any event, I would far rather have the opportunity to ask such things of her than simply hear about her murder. If Honora speaks out against Loghain, hers would indeed be one of the most powerful voices of the Landsmeet.
But if I break in, can't they frame me for her murder?
No more easily than without you there. There will be none to see it, save those who are already loyal to Loghain. And given your reputation, Warden, I think Loghain knows it's safer to carry out his plots far from where you can disrupt them.
What do you know about Queen Honora?
She and Kaelin were promised as children and practically raised together. She was a smart child, knew how to listen, and how to blink those big blue eyes and get anything she wanted. Her mother's looks, her father's brains, and the best tutoring Merrick's money could buy. It's a potent combination.
I don't trust this Elena. She knows too much.
She's obviously more than a maidservant, but I imagine it's useful for Honora to have a trusted attendant who can move more freely than she herself. And consider what aid she and the Queen might be to us. If Honora has truly turned against her father, she becomes the one thing we lack. Someone with a true understanding of Loghain's plans and allies. With her guidance, we can form a far more successful strategy against him.
I should get going.
As you like. My palace is your palace.
Oh, Alistair has turned around now. Hey, Alistair.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away.
I have some questions.
Of course.
Tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
I have no more questions.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. Ask away.
Never mind. Good talk. Alright. There's the maid again, who appears to have physical presence above the ground. Alright.
Indeed.
Sure.
How do you stand it? All that open air. Sometimes I look into that big black emptiness and it's like it's swallowing me up.
I like it. I like to imagine the sky goes on forever. Boundless fields of stars whirling and swirling eternally in their slow dance.
Not helping. I don't like looking up and seeing the great infinite nothing.
You know, in the old days, people said that the sky was an immense vaulted ceiling, crafted by the Maker himself to protect the world. But the ceiling sky covered the world in shadow, and so he set in it the sun and moon to light up the world below. And then he made the stars and laid them down in curious patterns that man will look upon them and wonder what they represented.
So the sky is just the inside of a great sodding cave.
That's what they believed, and it gave them comfort.
Then why the bleeding mud did your maker build it so high up?
Interesting. Hello.
Good to see you, Warden. Fighting the good fight, eh?
Know of any good place to break in?
I have one last job. A legendary one. Oh, a paltry 10 sovereigns is my take.
perhaps later.
I'll be here when you need me.
Cool. I'm not gonna do that yet.
Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over it. Foul and corrupt are
Very well.
Did you see Wolf's face when he arrived? I heard West Hills has fallen to Darkspawn.
Your lands are in the south. Surely you've seen the Blight yourself.
Hardly. You know very well I've been in Denerim these past 2 years. Rosalind's health requires us to be in town, you understand?
Yes, I had heard that.
Wonderful. Another one. I suppose you're here to ask for a donation too. Boy, take your petition to the Darkspawn if it's so important to you. They hold my Arling now. I hear they're charitable folk.
I'm not here for handout. I'm a Grey Warden.
Shouldn't you be dead, then? How quick did you cut leash and run at Ostagar? No matter. I've nothing left for you to take, Grey Warden. Not even my sons. You're wasting your time here.
What happened to your sons?
What do you think happened? Did the Blight escape your notice? War claims the young and strong first, and Plague doesn't care about skill or bravery. There's no point talking about it. Leave me. I've nothing for you anyway.
What can I get you, stranger?
I finished one of the favors for interested parties.
I wonder that myself. What can I get you, stranger?
You damn? Aim with something not strictly legal?
Most of my freeholders have fled to Redcliffe and Lothering, but I doubt they'll be safe there.
Baker's breath. Ryland, I had no idea.
Be careful how loudly you speak of it. Wolf lost both his boys to Darkspawn, trying to evacuate West Hills.
Lady Andraste, pray for us. I'm sorry. I'm busy at the moment.
It will be done.
If I could have a moment. You've been busy traveling all over, and such tragic news you keep bringing. I was wondering if you'd check up on one more person. I'm sure you'll find this scroll quite interesting.
What do you suppose Eamon is playing at? Surely he doesn't expect us to believe Anora unfit to rule with her father to advise her.
I wonder that myself. His timing is unfortunate. South Reach is overrun. I've little time to devote to politics at present.
Overrun? Has the blight tree spread so far?
Most of my freeholders have fled to Redcliffe and Lothering, but I doubt they'll be safe there.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
No, nothing more there.
have no time to deal with supplements.
Did you see Wolf's face when he arrived? I heard West Hills has fallen to Darkspawn.
Your lands are in the south. Surely you've seen them.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
Okay, time to make a quick trip to Soldier's Peak.
As you say. Yes. Enemies ahead. As you say. You'll be a
Time for a little bloodletting, I see.
very well.
Another one.
Yes.
All men are the work of our Maker's hand.
Hello.
From the
And after much sweat, blood and toil, her labors ended, and the world marveled at what she wrought.
and cursed by the Maker.
Those who bring ham. The Maker does not bread sinners.
Oh, would you stop correcting me? I know the chant like the back of my hand.
Good to see you, Warden. Fighting the good fight, eh?
Know of any good place to break in?
I have one last job. A legendary one. Oh, a paltry 10 sovereigns is my take.
So I'm going to be a legend?
Ban Frandarel is one of the richest men in the entire kingdom. At his grand ball next week, he's displaying some of his priceless treasures. Paintings of old masters, the armaments of the first king of Denerim, and more. Oh, more. Mages have put up magical walls, but I've got a route that will bypass that. Once inside, I've no idea how you'll deal with the guards, but if you do, you'll be rich and infamous.
suppose the only way I can make this more humorous, but also still effective, is have Shale there. And, you know, Sten be the only one who's actually... I'd be the only one who's actually capable of stealth. But... Alright. Alright. I think this will be the last thing we do this time. Hmm?
What is that, a trap?
And so here is the mighty Grey Warden at long last. The crows send their greetings once again.
So they sent you, Taliesin. Or did you volunteer for the job?
I volunteered, of course. When I heard that the great Zevran had gone rogue, I simply had to see it for myself.
Is that so? Well, here I am, in the flesh.
You can return with me, Zevran. I know why you did this, and I don't blame you. It's not too late. Come back and we'll make up a story. Anyone can make a mistake.
Of course, I'd need to be dead first.
And I'm not about to let that happen.
What? You've gone soft.
I'm sorry, my old friend, but the answer is no. I'm not coming back. And you should have stayed in Antiva.
Very good fight. It is some kind of trap. Yeah.
Healing. You also...
broken.
Bravo!
It's your time to die!
I hope I don't get blood all over me again.
Wipe them out!
Yes.
I still remember my first battle.
Stop your drooling.
Shall we
Save some
compete for...
dignity.
Keeping score. And there it is. Taliesin is dead. And I am free of the crows. They will assume that I am dead along with Taliesin. So long as I do not make my presence known to them, they will not seek me out.
So, what does this mean?
I do not know. It seems I have options now, whereas once I had none. I have enjoyed our company, but I am wondering if it is not time for me to leave. That would be the practical thing to do, no? There is a freedom awaiting me that I have never known. But I suppose the decision is yours. Will you let me go?
Don't you want to stay for the treasure?
All right. You make a convincing argument. You do seem to stumble onto treasure on a regular basis somehow. Let us return to the task at hand, then. There is still much to be done, yes?
Yes. Yes, there is.
Now we go.
Well, let's see.
As you say.
Someone go over here? Alright. Let's see if we can steal some stuff. Lever, but I don't know what it does. Guess I'd have to pull it. Because I'm a natural born lever puller. say about this. Crime wave. Arnbill's estate was almost deserted, and it was really easy to get into the treasure. Too easy, and by far it turns out. The whole blue trap. You have to fight or sneak your way out.
Enemies ahead.
Not so much ahead, but there's a reason why I can't get through here.
I love this game.
Cannot be defeated.
It is some kind of trap.
Ooh, now the fun part.
I am ready.
Of course. By the stone I shall be bent. Very well. Yes. Very well. I should stir my... myself for a fool such as you? Yes.
Time to dance.
Are you breathing smoke? You must be. Very well. I might end.
Are we gonna get interrupted again? We are.
I am listening.
Little too close to my boss for comfort, friend. Time to teach you about letting dogs lie.
He's ahead.
I am your guest.
That would have more
Here's the music! And
now play a little.
it will be done. Yes. It will be done. Very well.
Alright, I'll talk to the contact about that.
As there is but one way.
I can't believe Banfranderel fooled me. His guards almost nabbed you. I feel like a bloody fool, I do. Listen, I have to go. Here's your coin back. I won't take a silver because of the way that went down. Give me some time and come back. We'll get our revenge, we will.
Alright. And that's where I will call it for this week. Thank you for watching, do any relevant things with YouTube's buttons, and have a nice day.